Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to the mini tarot forecast for the month of February, and this is for the water signs, so that's Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. And today I'm using the biggest cards I could find, the Syrian Starseed Tarot, which has got really lovely beautiful pictures on them, so hopefully you will enjoy the messages that come through for the month. And don't forget, I'm still doing the normal guidance for February coming up real soon too. But here we go. I'm going to start with Pisces and see what message comes through, and I'm going to pick up these massive cards. There they are. Let's see what message comes through for Pisces to begin with. So here we go. Pisces. Alright. Oh, look at this. I love this one. Look at that. That is the Master of Flames. Okay. So, obviously you've got a Indian guide with you, and that's the end of the story. No. Here we go. Here's the message for you, for Aries. And you're coming into a place of amazing spirituality within yourself. And many things have been changing, you know, and you've been doing a lot of healing too, which has shifted your reality a lot, shifted the way that you think of things. And for some people, there's been, you know, a dragging of the heart backwards into certain situations, or you feel like you're constantly in, what's the word? You're constantly in a mode of fixing things, you know, you're constantly in this mode of healing and repairing, like all the time. And it wears you down, and it gets on your nerves, and it sort of, it makes you feel really frustrated within yourself. And for some people, there's been losses that have happened. I would say, you know, I'm seeing a man here, so some of you may have lost your father or lost a male relative that showed you a lot of strength in many ways. And what you really need to know here is the legacy goes on, and the legacy lives on through you. You know, you are a part of that person, and you know, you're still alive, and so they are as well. And I found that really comforting to know throughout my own life as well. But you have to call on the wisdom. Sometimes when you're in a situation that you don't know the answer to, the inner wisdom is there speaking to you loud and clear. It's just that you sometimes don't trust that, and you know, you find that difficult, because it's, if someone else tells you to do something and you feel that's okay, then it's quite easy for you to do it because someone else has made that choice. But this choice and these things that you need to make are for yourself. And this month you need to feel that wisdom and that strength and that ability to push forward in your own way. And if situations are not so good around you, you know, if things are you know, difficult in your family, or difficult in work and all that kind of thing, you know, you have to pull yourself out and detach yourself from the situation and look down on it. And if you were looking down on your life situation, what would you really say? You know, if someone else came to you with the same issues, what would you say to them? You know, what would be your words of wisdom to them? Because that is going to be the answer for you as well. The message for Pisces here is to be the master, you know, be the master of energy, be the master of activity, be the master of your own life and your life purpose, and take charge of things, because you are healing and you are growing. And if you are completely in a healed reality right now, what would you be doing? And that's the thing that you should be spurring towards, you know, what you feel that you could do if you had it all. Because once we get in that motion, we start, you know, rolling forward in that kind of emotion that it's already there. The universe says, oh, that's what they're doing, here it is, you know. And we have to make that happen for us. I'm just also feeling this gushy feeling in my stomach. So I'm just getting the feeling here that perhaps you've been overthinking thinking or pushing down a lot of your feelings, and it's causing a bit of bloating, you know, a bit of disturbances like going to the toilet and all that kind of thing. Don't hold on to that anymore. If you need to explode, explode. You know, if you need to tell someone how it is, do it, but know that you've got that support there with you to say the right things at the right time as well. Okay, there are things coming that you are unaware of at the moment, and especially for February, and magical things that you'd have to see to believe, and you will see it to believe it. Okay, but make sure that you are relieving yourself of your worries and your doubts and your concerns and your fears, because that's the old you, and the new you is transforming and healing and growing, and you have to have the new self within you. You know, you have to be it now, and accept it now, and then you'll be able to move ahead. Okay, but just know that you've got that love and support from loved ones in spirit, from your spirit guides, from the angels. You know, you are loved eternally, and that never dies, never. Okay, and the body transcends, and you know, we become whole when we go to the other side of the veil. We become embraced in love as well, and you need to know that there is there for you, and there are connections there. There are things that are going to come up, memories and things. Hang on to those things as signs as well. Okay, embrace yourself for who you really are. It's time that you came out of the closet a little bit, and allowed your true, amazing, strong self to shine for all to see. Okay, that's the message for Pisces. Okay, that was a big message, wasn't it? All right, Pisces, Cancer, here we go. There's the cards. I have to show you that because that's like a healing symbol there. Okay, Cancer. Okay, Cancer. All right, the Six of Chalices or the Six of Cups, and that's for the Cancer signs. And so this is saying that you're in a state of inner child, you know, looking at the past, looking at memories. This is something that is so universal, I just can't even explain it. You know, we're all going through the same kinds of things, you know, because we're all so interconnected. You know, we're having crazy dreams, we're getting weird mood swings, we're going through massive healing, we're going through transformations, we're starting to see things clearly, we're starting to feel things clearly, we're stepping out, we're stepping up, we're making directions, you know, changes, we're traveling, we're doing all kinds of things. And this is saying that there's just one little piece of the puzzle missing for you, for the Cancer signs, and it's time that you went back to a very, perhaps a traumatic time as a child, something that maybe you've repressed, something that you've pushed down, something that you don't even like to remember, because there's something hidden in there that is repeating itself now. Something that you need to face now, something that someone you know may be going through, and this is going to help them to have the answer here. When we are children, there are so many things that happen to us that are very traumatic that at the time we don't think we think it's quite normal, because perhaps of the way we've been raised, or you know, the way that our life is. Sometimes children believe that abuse is normal, and I remember myself when I was abused as a child really badly, and I thought everybody else, you know, was also going through that. So it wasn't until I was in high school and I started high school that I started telling one of my friends, oh, you know, when that happens, and they're like, no, you know, what do you mean? And I'm like, oh my God, and I realized that I shouldn't be talking about this, but it was too late, you know, and you know, authorities came, and I was, oh God, it's just a nightmare. I got ripped out of the family and all that kind of thing. So, but anyway, there's something traumatic with you that you have been suppressing, and it may be the stupidest thing. You know, you may have been swooped by a bird, or you may have seen a horrible spider. You may have had a dream where there was something under your bed. That was something that I used to have as well. this thing used to poke me from underneath the bed, and it was real. You know, there were things where perhaps you weren't believed. You know, when you're telling the truth as a child and you're not believed, this really messes us up. It messes us up for the rest of our life, because that when we tell the truth, it comes from our fifth chakra, and this is our divine will place. And people that are supposed to protect us, you know, our parents and all that kind of stuff, if they haven't protected us, we tend to rip out the cords that are attached to them from our throat. We actually rip them out, energetically speaking, and they just sit there floating, looking for someone to believe. You know, maybe you are looking for someone to believe you with what you've been saying, and maybe you're going to uncover the memories that you need. And I know that this is perhaps difficult for some of you to hear, and I'm staying really detached from this as much as I can, but you know, you need to discover the truth. Perhaps there's somebody from your past who can also help to work things out together. Maybe there's been something horrible that happened within your family, and you may have seen it and not wanted to believe what you've seen. Whatever this is, do a meditation within yourself of seeing yourself as a child, and seeing yourself, and the way that you can do this, and you may say you can't remember things, but we all know where our bedrooms were. We all know where we used to sleep, okay? So try to go from this bedroom and take your way back in time, okay? Where was I last year? Where was I the year before that? Where was I when I was 19? Where was I when I was 17, 15? And keep going back. You'll be amazed because you spend so much time sleeping in the bedroom, and then examine the bedrooms. I mean, look into it and see what happened, how you were feeling, and all those kinds of things. This is the thing that's missing for you. And once you rediscover this, you can merge with yourself again. All those rejected parts, all those parts that you hate, you know, you can merge with yourself again. An amazing transformation can occur. So February is your month to do that. Although it can be difficult, I know it can be difficult, but totally worthwhile for you, and a way of having a healing on such a deep level that you wouldn't have even thought it was possible, or you wouldn't have even known that so much damage had actually been done. Okay, so this is a discovery time for you, and that's for Cancer. Okay, and that was heavy as well. Okay, now for Scorpio. All right, and there we go, there's the cards. All right, Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio. There we go. Okay, Adept of Chalices. Okay. All right. Being around, because you're our water sign, being around water is always going to be your go-to when you're feeling flat or when things have been going on. And I know that one of my friends out there is a Scorpio, and sometimes I think about you or when the messages come up, but I'm going to try to be really detached. But the message here is that there's going to be a complete shifting of events. There's going to be a complete sort of massive change, and you can see the wave coming over like this, and it's like, you know, you're swimming here at the moment, but you're getting, you know, it's all changing when you come up from swimming. The other side of it is going to be so much different, and it's because the clean sweep has been needed. So although you've been irritable and upset and strange energy has been going on and all of this, there has needed this to happen for you to move out of the situation that you are at the moment. Just take that little bit of respite, and when you come back into it, there's going to be this clean sweep, and it's what's needed. This new energy is needed. Another thing that's been going on is there have been a lot of pretenders out there, and this has to do with the spiritual world. Sometimes there are people that are not really as they appear to be, and maybe this has come up for you as well, where they appear to be bright and sunny and happy, but something inside of you says, oh, I don't know what it is, but there's something there, I don't know what it is. You know, we have to take heed of those feelings, especially now, because there is a lot of, you know, energies around that are trying to stop those from connecting with each other. And sometimes when you've found the right person or the right group of people to connect with, there'll be this interference that tries to split it all apart. And the way that they split things apart is they focus on your insecurities. Okay, so whether you've got over being jealous or something, or whether you feel anxious, or whether you feel worried a lot of the time, those are and you've cleared it. Those are if they suddenly come up, feelings of guilt, lower energy feelings. If they start coming up for you, then you need to do a big clearing on yourself. You need to ask for any energy that is not yours to leave. Anything that's negative in this situation to go. Really trusting that that's taking place. Whenever you feel something that is unnatural to you, that is not your normal state of being, be aware, and start cleansing and clearing, lighting the sage, bringing in your candles, changing things around the home, change the energy in the home, etc., etc. But be aware of people who are all over the place within themselves, and yet they're coming forward to help you. You've got to be careful. The other thing that I'm feeling here is that this clean sleep or sweep, I keep saying clean sleep, so maybe you need that as well, a really good sleep. Maybe you've been traveling a lot in your dreams and it's time to come back into your body a little bit more. But with this clean sweep, it means that also a lot of people are going to move away, and that's okay, because you'll always bring the right people into your orbit anyway. People that are leaving right now have other things to do. They have other places to go. They have other people to meet, which will help them to get back on the path, or help them in whatever way they need it. Also, I feel there is some good news coming for you, something that brings a lot of relief, a lot of joy to your heart and soul as well. But really stay in touch. The water this month is going to be really important. You'll start noticing it. You'll start noticing how it affects you more and more and more, and you'll notice how it can bring things up to the surface too. Remember, if things are coming to the surface, they're coming up to be transformed. Make sure that they are your feelings and that you're not picking them up from other people, or people aren't leaving things around you. I notice when I get in a group of people, I can sometimes leave that group of people feeling really depleted, because I've picked up all their energies and feelings and focuses and all of that. So be aware that you're not doing that too. Make sure you got this wall of energy around you, putting up your shields, being vigilant. And you'll get through this, and the month of February brings a lot of surprise, a lot of change, a lot of forward movement, great shifts in energy, great divine information, the proper people around you, the people that you need around you, and massive challenges too, but you're easily going to overcome them. It's not going to be as difficult as it may have been in the past. So you've got a lot to look forward to, and that's the message for Scorpio. And thank you all so much for listening, and just remember, I'm going to be doing the guidance for the month of February as well, with angelic messages in there too, coming up really soon. But you can also find me on all social media at Divine Miracles, and get some freebies and things from my website, or maybe personal mentoring, or healing as well, in a more intensive fashion, if you'd like. But until the next time, I'm wishing you guys all an amazing February, and it's goodbye for now. Bye.